Hello Taurus, Elsie here to drop a bonus read for you. How are you, my friends? How are you, my bull gang? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. I am here just to drop some cards, see what we'll come up with. We'll ask the universe to pick the topic and we'll see what's going on for you. I hope you are well. Hope you're doing well with your reset. Let's find out what's going on. I am reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. So please understand that sometimes I could be reading about someone outside of you or reading about you. Let's find out what's going on. It could be someone who does not have a Taurus sun that's watching this. It's not always just for the sun sign. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, this bonus read. It'll happen when it happens. It might resonate now. It could resonate in the future. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Hanged Man energy. Taurus, are you in a pause right now? Because I feel like you're about to come out of the pause. I'm just saying. We've got the Knight of Swords here with the Hanged Man. I feel like you've been trying to get some sort of perspective on something. I feel like right now your life is in a pause. Like, now I don't feel like you're waiting for anything. Understand? I don't think that's what this is. I feel like you're the one who initiated the pause. I think you put the brakes on something. And you're saying, look, I need better perspective. I've just got to spend some time with myself. It feels like you're spending some time with your intuition, trying to read your intuition. What do I want to do? What do I want to do from here? It feels like while you're doing that, what you don't see, because I feel like you're like here trying to look at something from a different perspective, hanging from the tree of life. You're in a bit of a pause and a perspective, thinking like maybe there's some things that I've got to release from my life, because this is also about sacrifice, right? Hanging there until we get the right answer. I feel like what you don't see, because if you can see here, like the person who is hanging from the tree is looking the other way, and it feels like what you don't see is that there's something here that is going to be showing up in a short time here, in a very short time, like for some of you, even in the next few days. It feels like something's aggressively coming toward you, like words or communication or thought process. Maybe you're going to get some sort of an aha moment. The sun is here at the top of this card here. And this person's hands are in the water. So it could be that you come to some sort of emotional conclusion about something here. Tell me about Taurus. We've got the Nine of Wands. I do feel like somebody here is wanting to say something because they're exhausted with holding themselves back. It might be a communication that's coming in from somebody here. Somebody who I feel is acting in their Nine of Wands energy. So somebody who is experiencing some sort of pain or exhaustion. Somebody who's at the edge of something here. Justice. You're about to get justice here. There's a decision that somebody has made. I think that they made it out of pure exhaustion. And when I say that, I feel like the universe has been hammering on someone to say something to you. Somebody here can't hold themselves back anymore. This person is holding the Ace of Wands, right? So I feel like somebody here, like the Ace of Wands is lit up and somebody here can't hold themselves back anymore. And, you know, it's the Justice card is here. It feels like it works out as justice for you, but I don't think you got your eye on it. I think you're like trying to figure out your life, trying to listen to your intuition. I feel like you're trying to get some sort of realization. It feels like somebody wants justice, and they're going to tell you that. Ten of Pentacles here. Tell me more. We've got the Chariot in the reverse. Very interesting here. The Chariot in the reverse for me is something that's been stuck. Something that's been stuck or hasn't been moving. Okay, so I'm going to say, Taurus, I feel like I'm talking about someone here or connecting with someone who's been feeling very stuck about making some type of decision. I feel that decision is coming at you quickly, and it might be a financial decision that is wearing you out. This could be a person. I'm just saying this could be a person that you've known for years and years. So, you know, depending on whatever lens you're looking at this reading through, everybody has their own lens, right? And so my job is to just be a lawyer for the universe and give you all the things that I see. And then you get to make your own decision. I feel like this Ten of Pentacles is telling me that somebody here, I feel, who has been stuck, it could be you or someone outside of you, is about to bring in justice. Justice about to show up for you, Taurus, if you've been feeling stuck, feeling like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm not really sure what to do or how to move from here. It feels like you're trying to make financial decisions for your future. You might be someone who is trying to make, who's about to make an aggressive decision about something that has to do with your financial future. You're about to make an aggressive decision to say, okay, no more of that. I'm going to sell the house and I'm moving into a one-bedroom condo. Like maybe you're just making some sort of really big financial decision purely out of being stuck. And I feel like you have decision exhaustion. I feel like you're making so many decisions about things that are of your pentacle world that I feel like you're exhausted. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. What is this? We've got the Four of Pentacles. Feels like it's something that you swore you wouldn't do or you wouldn't budge from. I swore I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to say anything to them. If we're talking about a person, it's like I swore I was never going to speak to them again. Or they better not show up at my door because I won't even open it. We've got the Page of Wands. Someone could show up at your door. I'm just saying. It feels like there is somebody who's curious about you, about how you feel about something, possibly, because this person's hands are in the water. You could be trying to find your perspective, and somebody here might be communicating with you. Page of Wands is here, but I feel like you've already locked the door. I'm just going to say, it feels like you can see the chains are on the door. I feel like you've already locked the door, and you're like, no, don't come here. I'm not even going to open the door. We have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Look, I feel like a messenger might be coming in the 3D. And when I say that, if this person is close enough, that lives close enough to you, and they know where you live and they've been to your house before, if you've blocked them everywhere else, if you're not taking their calls, or if you've blocked them everywhere on social media, they might just show up at your door if they know where you live and they've been there before. It feels like somebody is curious about whether you'll let them in, let them into your life, let them into your home. Excuse me. We've got the Page of Pentacles. It does feel like somebody wants to begin something again or materialize something. It feels like they're curious about, do you still have feelings? Are you still passionate? Or will you even let me in the door? I feel like they show up kind of aggressive. For some of you, it could be in text, because the Page of Wands, to me, wands are always text. But also, this is words, right? We've got the Knight. It's either an aggressive text. What I mean by aggressive text, it's like they get right to the point. They don't beat around the bush. It could be something that's received at your home in terms of a gift, flowers, anything like that. It could be something like that. Let's talk about this Nine of Wands in the reverse. We've got, or some Nine of Wands, we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. Oh boy. Oh boy. Taurus, this is interesting energy here. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse, and look, generally the King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who has stopped hiding their feelings. They've stopped hiding how they feel about something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic, for those of you who are not looking at this through a romantic lens. Somebody is no longer hiding how they feel about something. In fact, I feel like somebody here is feeling emotionally burnt out. Because I feel like the burnout comes from holding back their emotions, understand? Because the King of Cups in the upright is somebody who's keeping it all under the carpet, somebody who's like not showing you how they feel about the situation. I feel like somebody here is being taught a lesson, and I think they're being taught a lesson through you, Taurus. That's what it feels like. It feels like the King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It could be a Virgo or a Pisces. Could be Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio energy, maybe Sagittarius. I feel like something here that was supposed to take place I feel like somebody here has had more than one opportunity to tell you how they feel about you or how they feel about some sort of a situation. It feels like this person no longer has the strength to hold back their emotions. So don't be surprised that if you see them or if they text you or if they call you, that this person is really overly emotional, like in tears, or their voice is shaking, or you can tell within their text that they're very overly emotional. I feel like that the universe is teaching somebody a lesson, and I don't think it's you. I think you're part of the lesson, understand? But I feel like somebody here has had this particular thing has shown up for them over and over again, and I feel like they keep showing up as a Scorpio or as someone who is detached from their feelings. I feel like you're the one person who I feel they can no longer, it's like you're the one they no longer want to hold back for. Like they no longer want to hold back their feelings, but I feel like this person is like making a really big decision, something that's hugely transformational, and it's about moving forward because I feel like they feel you are the person in their life for a reason, or you are the destiny. That you are the abundance or the expansion that they've been looking for. That's what it feels like here. Somebody here can't hold themselves back. Now, please understand that the King of Cups is here, and that could be emotional, but it could be platonically emotional, right? It could be somebody here a friend that you've been silent with because you want them to make the decision to come forward because you're tired of overgiving them to them and letting them off the hook. Somebody here needs to learn how to keep their emotions in check. We've got the Star energy, we've got the Ten of Cups, we've got the Emperor. Very interesting here. So somebody here who I feel has always kept it together. I'm going to say that this person, you'd be hard pressed to get emotions out of them. They're someone who takes things very seriously. I feel like the universe is about to break them open. But I feel like it's in a very healing way. I think that they think you're the Ten of Cups. And this person can no longer hold back from that because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Nobody fights the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody here who has been holding themselves back, saying, look, I'll just spend time alone. I'll just run the empire. I'll just make money. I'll just do my thing. I don't think they can ignore how they feel anymore because the Star is also about wish fulfillment, right? Wish fulfillment is the Ten of Cups. Somebody here has realized that if you're not in their life, that life is like serious. There's no fun. Sagittarius energy. There's no fun, right? Tell me about this Hanged Man, because I feel like you're not looking their way when this person knocks on your door, shows up, sends you the text, when the phone rings. It feels like you are actually in quite a balanced energy here, but something here is about that was stuck is about to come back into order. I'm going to say something that was the Chariot in the reverse. Something is about to come back into order or be restored here. What is this, Hanged Man? We've got the Eight of Wands. Yeah, something's coming at you fairly quickly here. There's somebody here who's been fighting momentum. I feel like you, with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Swords, that you know that something is about to go down, but you don't know what it is. It feels like you have also been fighting this feeling of, no, that's not it. I'm sure that's not it. I need to stop making myself feel like this is going to happen when it's not really going to happen. If we are going back to money, I'm just going to say that it does feel like somebody here is going to be making a move, a very big move, after being stuck financially. We'll not talk about relationship for a moment because I really feel it's important to talk about the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. I feel like somebody here is exhausted with the financial place that they're stuck. I'm going to say that if you're the one who's making a really big shift, if you've decided to transform your financial life, it's going to work. It feels like you're making a really big decision to either you are saying no to a loan, deciding to sell a big piece of property to move to a smaller property. You're making some sort of a really large move financially in order to bring abundance in. So you might be selling a house which is going to sell for way more than it was worth, and then you're going to be moving into a very small property. It feels like your finances have been stuck and you're trying to bring things back into order here. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles. I want to say you're doing this for the financial future of your life, because for the rest of your life, because you are feeling very financially stuck at this time. Yep, there is something you've got to be brave to do. I think your intuition is telling you to do it. The 8 of Pentacles is in the reverse and you're like, I'm not going to be working until I'm dead, in order to be able to pay off some sort of debt, or to try and keep this big house on the end of the block so everybody can see that I live in a big house, but maybe you're house poor, maybe you're paying too many bills, maybe your mortgage is too high. Somebody needs to make a really big shift in their finances, or the way that they bring in their finances. The 8 of Pentacles tells me I don't want to put any more effort or energy into this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck in living in a house that's big for me, or have 45 pairs of shoes when I only wear 6, or have 19 bags when I only need 2. Like, it feels like somebody's making a big decision to purge a lot of stuff to bring in financial wellness. You could be thinking about all of this when this Knight of Swords shows up here. Tell me about the Justice card, because I feel like you are stuck financially, or you are stuck within the self. You are stuck within your thoughts. You are trying to stop feeling bad about betraying your intuition. It's almost like somebody doesn't believe something is going to happen, but I really do feel like your intuition is going to be rewarded. Like, I feel like whether it's about money or about a relationship, there's something going down that you knew was going to happen. And I feel like your intuition is, you're like, oh, okay, well, I was correct then. It feels like your intuition is going to, you're going to be able to trust your intuition after this. We've got the Justice card with the 3 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to say that there is somebody here who I feel is going to be visited by someone. It does feel like that in the future. The Queen of Cups is here. There is something that's coming at you emotionally in the future, and I feel as though you're entertaining yourself, or I'm going to say entertaining yourself. I feel like you're reading about things, or you're learning things. It feels like you're battling information, or what to do from here. You're battling your intuition. It's like, nah, that's not really what's going to happen. Like, it feels like something is about to happen really quickly here. You go from being in the 5 of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups, and it feels like you'd already given up on this. I want to say this particular Queen of Cups has poured out the last cup. So it feels like something is showing up that's going to give you great balance, or is going to restore your faith in something. And it requires your buy-in, because the Lovers is here. So it could be a relationship. It could be somebody who made you sad in the past. Absolutely, it could be. But it also could be financial, because the Queen of Pentacles just showed up. It feels like you go from maybe being in a place financially that wasn't working for you, to being in a place where you make a big choice to shift everything. And it feels like it's a really big impact financially. So you might be signing off on a bankruptcy. You might finally decide to do something. It feels like with the Wheel of Fortune being here with the Justice card, it feels like something is about to change, because it's destiny related, and it feels like you've got to make this decision on your own. Tell me, what is the outcome here? Tell me about this Knight of Swords. What is this? We've got the 6 of Swords. Something is already moving. So I feel like you've already decided that you're going to make the big shift or do the big thing. It feels like if we're talking about romance, it feels like somebody is showing up who I feel had you on the outside looking in. They want to heal something with you. It feels like 6 and 4, 10 swords, you've already released it. But I feel like somebody's coming in with the final pentacle and saying, can we try this again? Or can we heal this? Can we give each other reciprocal energy? We've got the King of Wands. So somebody is in pursuit. Feels like if this is relationship related, someone is in pursuit. You're going to be asked to make some sort of decision here in the 3D about whether you want to stay sovereign, whether you want to stay on your own, whether you want to stay single, or whether you want to get into a relationship with somebody here. The Queen of Swords is here making decisions that are going to liberate them. So Taurus, you're making a decision that's going to liberate you, that's going to be best for you. You don't care what's best for them. I feel like it's different for all of you. Look, a reader should be reading from all aspects of the reading and not just with one lens. That's your job. Your job is to bring the lens. My job is to just tell you what's going on. So I feel like whatever's going on financially is going to make you the emperor. you're making the right move financially, if that's what this is, that you've decided to liquidate whatever it is, or you've decided that I'm just going to sell everything and buy a tiny house or live out of a van or whatever it is you're doing. I feel like you become the master of your domain, whatever it is that you're doing financially. But I also feel like if this is romantic for you and somebody's showing up to try and move things forward in a destined way, that this person shows up all discombobulated. It feels like their emotions are all over the place and you're not used to seeing them like that, but I feel like they're exhausted from trying to hold their emotions under the surface. So either way, it's a big reveal. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Taurus. I appreciate you all the time, always. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.